Hello, welcome back to True Seekers Tea. My name is Kate and I am grateful to have you here as always. So we're going to be looking at your person's actions towards you versus their true authentic feelings for you. So it's basically going to be the impression that they're giving you, and then is there anything else that's hidden? And it ended up kind of coming through like a little bit more about the person specifically rather than necessarily just how they've been acting towards you, but how they've been acting in their life and what impression that's giving you specifically, if that makes sense. So there will be an extended reading. It's going to be whatever isn't covered or whatever seems most important for you guys to go into deeper. So I'll have that link down below if you guys are interested. Also, my personal readings are open. I'll have it linked in the description box and in a comment in the video in case you guys want more personalized guidance. So for the three piles, for pile number 1, we have the Fantome Tarot with this anhydrite point. For pile number 2, we have the Unfolding Path Tarot with this black obsidian point. And then for pile number 3, we have the Wild Reflections Tarot with the chrysocolla point. So I recommend just picking the pile that, without thinking about it too hard, which one just stands out to you. And when I do this, it's almost like I have a feeling in my body towards it rather than what stands out visually. And just not overthinking it, I think, is the best thing you can do. But if you get to your pile and the first part of the reading doesn't sound like a situation or a person that you have been thinking of, that you're aware of, that's in your life or in your energy field, I would just choose a different pile or maybe consider that this reading isn't for you. So I will have the timestamps linked down below. I will have the extended readings. I will have any other information about me and a link to the personal readings in case you guys are curious. So without further ado, I'll see you at your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the anhydrite, I'm literally just forgetting the shape. Oh my gosh, why can I not remember the name of... I'm going to call it a tower, but that's not usually what I call it. I don't know why I can't remember the usual word, but anyways, in the Fantome Tarot, then this is going to be your reading, where we're going to be looking at how a specific person in your life, this doesn't have to be romantic. It could be. So I feel like if you're asking about someone romantic, take the romantic messages. If not, just make it apply to your situation. But we're going to be looking at how this person is acting towards you and the impression they're giving you versus their true feelings and their true intentions, like what they're not showing you essentially. So Spirit, for pile number 1, please tune me into the connection that they have on their mind, that they want the most clarity on. And the first part here should serve as an energy check-in, because this should be how a person is acting toward you. So if this doesn't resonate, I'd probably choose a different pile. All right, so how is the person on pile number 1's mind acting toward them? What are they showing in their behavior? What impression are they giving? We have the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, my voice is a little bit raspy because I just got over the flu. So what impression or what are their actions showing pile number 1? 6 of Cups in reverse. Ten of Wands. We have the Emperor. Okay, so right off the bat, I would say that I feel like this is someone that you may, like, I feel like the connection with this person isn't super deep yet. Because it's like the Page of Pentacles just kind of feels like having something to offer, like something could grow here or there could be an opportunity, but it's also an energy where I feel like they've maybe made it clear that they have a lot of responsibilities, or they're kind of working on getting certain things, getting their ducks in a row, or getting certain responsibilities in order. And with the Six of Cups here, it could be something that doesn't really have to do with you, or it doesn't have to do with the connection necessarily, but it just seems like they might be carrying maybe emotional burden. An alarm just went off. But they may be showing a little bit of they may be seeming a little bit unavailable to you. Like they're giving you some idea that they're interested maybe in building something with you, building a connection, but they are also giving you the impression that you're maybe not the main focus of their life, or there's a lot of other things that they're needing to focus on, essentially. Can we clarify the Page of Pentacles, please, for the actions or impression that they're giving to pile number 1? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so it could be like there's a new opportunity here. This could be something newer. It's like there's a seed here. Can we clarify the Six of Cups? Seven of Wands in reverse. Can we clarify the 10 of Wands? Do the 5 of Swords. Can we clarify the Emperor? The 7 of Cups in reverse. And then we have the 9 of Swords at the back of the deck. Okay, so I feel like the impression that they're giving you is that they may be struggling right now mentally, just with the 9 of Swords coming through. There may be a lot of uncertainty in this person's future, is what I'm feeling. And I also feel like there's a little bit of this person may be feeling discouraged in their life right now, or feeling like there's a lack of optimism coming through. I feel like this person's giving you an impression that that they need to be in control, or that they're not super trusting, or they're not in this energy where they're just open-hearted and excited to see what could develop in this connection. It almost seems like they're carrying the burden of maybe outside factors, or like difficult relationships outside of this connection, things that, again, like came before you, but it feels like it's like the past that this person is kind of processing or dealing with has kind of weakened maybe their confidence in themselves, or their confidence in really like claiming something, or claiming an opportunity and going towards it. Like they might be a little bit passive when it comes to this situation with you, because it's like they're trying to get something else under control. And I feel like with the 7 of Cups here, it's almost like it seems like they're kind of narrow-minded right now, or they're not super open to different possibilities. Like they may have a very, very narrow mindset. And they may even be working right now to try to prevent some sort of negative outcome for the future. But yeah, it just feels like something from their past or in their history has made them feel a sense of defeat, or is weighing them down, and is maybe making them feel less open and optimistic about what their future can hold, less open to the different possibilities. Like, because like the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles are really like seeds, and they're opportunities that could grow, you know. But I do feel with the 7 of Cups, it's like they don't have a really strong vision of what they want for this connection. They don't show you a lot of confidence as to how they see the connection moving forward. And I also feel like they're not being super vulnerable with you. And even if they have kind of opened up about certain things that they're dealing with, I feel like that might have even served as a way to kind of keep you at arm's length, or to kind of explain why they are maybe have some walls up, or why they're not able to fully invest into the connection with you. I'm just going to get some. And I feel like you're perceiving that like this person's mindset or whatever they have going on is definitely impacting this connection, or the openness that they have to this connection. Yeah, and I just saw Treasure Island in reverse. And so that card can really speak about like how your internal mindset and your internal healing can make it harder for you to recognize opportunity around you. And it can kind of be like a negative mental state as well. So what other actions showing pile number 1? We have orphaned. We have thinker. Community. Yeah, and so I do feel like this may have to do with like the people around them, or the people from their family or their past, or like their friend groups. But yeah, it just seems like they're showing you that they have a lot of stress right now, maybe about how well they fit into something. So it could even be something to do with like maybe not feeling like they resonate as much with like a certain job, or a certain friend group, or a certain place even. And I feel like they're really in their head right now about maybe outgrowing or just recognizing that they're not in a good situation, or yeah, like they might be in like kind of a lose-lose situation right now, or they may just be feeling like they're just very much in their head with the thinker here. And just feeling like maybe the social support around them, like they're feeling a lack of resonance with that. But again, it could be anything. And so they may be also kind of open to new opportunities in their life, or they may be trying to move away from the past, or move away from situations that make them feel like they aren't appreciated for their beliefs, or they aren't appreciated for who they are individually. Like they may feel a lack of belonging right now as well. This also just could, this like is kind of random, but like the Emperor could also represent maybe like a boss in this person's life, or like someone that has certain expectations of them that they're really anxious about, or like they may be feeling burdened by expectations placed on them as well. What else? And then we have why here. Yeah. So I do feel like this person is giving the impression that they're very much in their head right now in life. I feel like they're trying to figure out where they belong, or what direction they should head in. They might even be trying to figure out like the actions of other people, or asking themselves like why are they even a part of that friend group anymore? Or why are they doing this job anymore? Like, is that even the right thing for them? Should I explore other options? So yeah, that's kind of the impression I'm getting. Let's see what's going on behind the scenes and their thoughts and feelings towards you. Just need a sip of water. It could also be an energy where this person may be, okay, like this could be for some of you, like this might be your energy that I'm picking up on, because I could see a situation where maybe you're feeling like this person doesn't get you, or isn't understanding like your vision, or like isn't understanding, you may be questioning right now if a certain person in your life sees the value in you, or yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Because like with the Emperor there, it's like you may be even looking at this person as someone who's kind of like not casting a judgment on you, but like isn't super open to different perspectives. That's what I'm getting here. So we'll see with what comes through next to kind of clarify what the situation is. And this could even be a situation where you're trying to figure out if this is a opportunity that you want to keep exploring. Because yeah, it feels like either way, the situation is that there's a potential beginning or there's a potential, it's like trying to see if something aligns with you authentically, or if it's maybe something that's going to remind you of the past or something that didn't already resonate from your past. All right, so what we'll see what comes through here. I think it'll help us clarify what's going on. So we're going to be looking at their actions versus what they're not really showing or saying. So like, what are their honest thoughts and feelings towards pile number 1 in this situation? Seven of Cups in reverse. 8 of Cups in reverse. 6 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Can we clarify the 7 of Cups in reverse? The 9 of Pentacles. I'm also wondering if it's like this is a situation where if you are the one that's like kind of in conflict with a certain person, I'm wondering if there's someone who's debating whether or not they should stay or go from a certain situation. And it's almost like there's this question in the air of, should we try to remedy this? Should we try to build upon this? Or is it best to just move on separate ways? Can we clarify the 8 of Cups in reverse? 3 of Wands. Yeah, it's like there's just this feeling of, it's almost like this energy where this person's trying to think about themselves individually and think about what vision they have for the future, and whether or not moving on best serves them, or trying to, that's what's going on though. It's like this person is looking out into the distance, trying to see if this situation is going to bring to them something that's fulfilling and something that resonates with them. Or is it going to turn out to be something that they're just going to have to walk away from? That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Can we clarify the 6 of Swords? And it could be because they're already trying to move on from something. Like it could be that they've already been through certain situations where things haven't really turned out to be like right for them. And so, yeah, I'm getting kind of multiple situations. So take the one that fits for you, because I'm seeing that this could be a new situation where a person is trying to assess whether or not they should open up to it while they're in the process of walking away from something else that was not resonant. And so you could kind of be something that came in as like an opportunity for this person as they were leaving something else. Or it could be a situation where you already have history with them and they're trying to figure out whether or not this is something that should be worked on. But overall, it seems like what this person is doing is trying to figure out if something aligns with them or not. Can we clarify the 6 of Swords, please? Like, is this something that is gonna bring me toward better times? Is this something that's gonna bring me away from troubled energy that I'm wanting to leave behind? Does this support my vision for who I am as an individual and who I want to be and how I see my worth? Does this situation match my worth is something that they're thinking as well. because they might have already felt like they've been in situations that didn't appreciate them, or like they're just in this energy of not wanting to prove themselves or having to convince, like they're not trying to force something to work that just isn't meant to, essentially. Can you clarify the Six of Swords? We have the King of Swords. Can we clarify the Knight of Swords? And then the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands in reverse at the back of the deck. Sorry, I need more water. Wow, my voice is like really raspy right now. But I keep also picking up, like with the Emperor that came through and the King of Swords in reverse, like this person almost does seem to be coming through in this energy where it's like they want to be like extremely certain about something before they take action towards it, or before they're like open to it. Because I feel like this person is wanting to go down a new path, or is wanting to open up to something new. If that's like renewal in this connection, or like maybe this connection moving in a different direction, or if it's like, again, they're already moving on from something else. There is kind of this energy coming through of not wanting to take action too soon, wanting to make sure that they have, like, this is someone who's putting themselves first right now. Like, that's what I want you to understand, is that, like, that's the main thing that's coming through, is like they're really thinking about themselves, and they're kind of being rigid within that. There's not a lot of room for negotiation with this person, is kind of what's coming through as well. Because I feel like with the Knight of Swords in reverse and the King of Swords in reverse, it's like that's like an energy of being very, very set on something. And so it's almost like they're maybe already really set on moving on or moving forward in a different direction from this connection. That would be if there is more history here. But if there's not as much history, I feel like this is someone who's like almost only going to go down the path with you if they're feeling really, really certain about it aligning with them, or really certain that, like, this isn't really someone who's wanting to just see how things go. It's almost like they would rather keep waiting for something that they feel more sure about. It's like they don't want to get carried away from just with passion. Like, they don't just want to take action haphazardly here. Yeah, because I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like they may have experienced, like, or actually sometimes the Wheel of Fortune in reverse can be an energy where you're almost like feeling like things are going to go wrong in life, or like you're almost expecting the worst, or you're expecting the unexpected, and that's kind of the energy they're in. But I can see there's a certain level of this person's mindset that is limiting the situation, because it's like there's this duality where they want to move, they want to expand, they want to move away from where they've been, but they also want to be certain about what that's leading to, which is something that's, of course, like not guaranteed in life, you know? Yeah, and I'm just cut the deck to the sea here in reverse. It's like there's this energy of not wanting to move towards an opportunity too soon before they've fully repaired. Because like this card talks about, like, when you have like holes in your boat, or you have like damage to your boat from like the past journey you were on, it wouldn't make sense to go back out to sea without patching those things up. And so this card can kind of talk about like when it's time to move forward, and when it's time to stay and dock your boat and repair things. So it's like they don't want to move forward. They don't want to go around in some similar loop, you know? They want to be ready. That's really what I'm getting here too, like with the Poise card. They want to feel like they're at their best. Oh my gosh, my throat. Like they're at their best, and that they don't want to commit to something too soon when they're not going to be able to deliver, or they just don't want a situation where they're overly confident about something and then they repeat the same cycle. Yeah, and then the breathe card here too. Yeah, it's like they're almost prepared. There's this real energy of expecting the unexpected with them, where it's like it's not easy for them to just go with the flow right now, or just to be super receptive. And what I'm getting with the King of Swords in reverse is that, like, they might not be super logical right now. Like, I feel like a lot of the way that they're acting, like, may be because of what they've been through in the past, or what this connection has been through in the past as well. Because I feel like they don't want to stay in a situation or enter a new situation that has clear signs that it's not going to be like it's not going to be their fulfillment. It's almost like they want to not go back to something that they already know is like that, or they don't want to move towards something that they may feel unsure about. So I feel like there is this energy of being unsure of the direction they want to go in. I feel like they're feeling unsure of what they want for this connection. There's a certain level of openness, but again, they're really focusing on themselves too, and like their vision right now. Okay. So, and there's also a message coming through with the 9 of Pentacles, where they really want to honor their vision. And I feel like they don't want to kind of lose themselves or get sidetracked with other people's wants and desires or vision. So what are their honest and true thoughts and feelings here, Spirit? Yeah, we have round and round. And I feel like they're reviewing a cycle, or they might even feel as well like they've been in a repeating cycle. Also with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, like I feel like that can talk about cycles. And so I feel like they might have just, you guys might have just gone around in a cycle, or they might have just been going through something. And it's like they're looking back at things and they're like, okay, how can I do this differently? Like, I don't want to just repeat the same thing. We have mending. And I do feel like there's a certain level of healing that they're needing to do. We have TikTok here in reverse. We have peace. I do feel like there's an energy where I feel like they don't want to move really quickly. Like, I feel like this person is feeling like they don't want to take action from a place of feeling like their time is running out, or when they take action, or when they make a decision, they want it to come from a place where they're feeling a sense of equanimity or like balance in their life, instead of feeling like they need to rush to make a decision, or there's a feeling of wanting to be patient and wanting to have confidence that there's this energy of wanting to have a vision, not wanting to be frantic or desperate in their energy, because maybe they feel like that's something that's like misled them before. And so there's the energy here around like divine timing, and kind of feeling like they'll know when something feels right because it will feel like resonant for them. And I feel like that's something that they're looking for. And again, yeah, with this yin energy, they are in this very receptive, like they don't want to take action right now. Like they don't want to force anything. They want to let things flow to them. Yeah. And again, here with like, here's what I'm getting is like, before making any decisions or going in any direction over the other, like they really don't want to ignore red flags, which is what this card talks about, and like force a situation that was never for you in the beginning. So they don't want to miss any red flags that are clear signs that it's not going to turn out to be what they want. And so I feel like, yeah, with this observer here too, it's like there's a real cerebral energy where they're trying to not get too passionate or too attached, so they can have like a clear perspective and they can make decisions from an unbiased place. Yeah, they're very much in a logical headspace too. I also feel that like what's more important to them than like thinking about the outcome of the situation between you two, they just want to feel, they don't almost care exactly what direction they're headed in right now. They just want to make sure they're moving away from a certain difficult cycle in their life. Like that's all, they just want peace is what it kind of feels like. And so I feel like they're going to hold back from anything that could bring more chaos into their life, or anything that may get in the way of like a certain, like they're trying to move to a better place in their own life, in their own mental headspace, in whatever realm this is in. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys. So for the extended reading, I want to see what this person would say to you if they were being completely honest with you. I want to see what's likely to happen next in this connection. And then I just want to get guidance for you on what's in your highest good. What should you do for this situation, just based on this person's current state. So I'll have that link down below. But if you found this helpful, if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe. Those are all ways to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Other than that, it's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Black Obsidian Point, this is like, for some reason I couldn't think of the word point in pile number 1, but yes, Black Obsidian Point and the Unfolding Path Tarot, then this is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at your person's actions versus like their true feelings, intentions. I just want to see to what degree the energy that this person, the impression that they're giving to you versus like the truth. And just seeing if that matches. Like, are they showing you everything? Do their actions really represent their true feelings? So overall, I'm pretty sure I'm going to title it the actions versus true feelings. So I would use the first part of this as a energy check-in, where if I should be describing an energy of someone, like their actions towards you or the impression that they're giving you, like, so if that doesn't resonate, I'd probably pick out a different pile. There will be an extended reading that I'll go into a little bit later, just depending on what comes through here and whatever is in your highest good, or like whatever is not clear, or yeah, whatever. So anyway, Spirit, please tune me in to pile number 2's connection. Please tune me into the energy of the person that they're thinking about, that they want clarity on. Please give me concise and honest answers for the highest good of all. All right, so what actions or impression has pile number 2's person been giving to pile number 2? Okay, read the 5 of Swords. Read the 4 of Pentacles. Read the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. Read the Star. Trying to see if I need to cover that, Aquarius. Interesting. Quick clarify the 5 of Swords, please. Read the 2 of Cups. Yeah, so I'm kind of getting, it's almost like you're getting the impression that this is someone who's maybe not super relationship minded, or it's almost like this is someone that is really like thinking for themselves, or it's like, it's almost like they've made it clear that it's their own goals in life, or their own, they're very like they don't really care to conform to like maybe relationship norms. Maybe they've said that they don't want a relationship, or they've acted in a way that really shows that they come first. Because there's kind of this energy of not being very open, and maybe having very like unique values and viewpoints, like almost like it's almost like this energy of not being willing to conform, not being willing to do things just for the sake of like what you should do for a relationship, or like they don't really think about the other person, or they don't keep the other person in their mind when they're doing things. It's like there's this lack of conformity energy that they're giving. Okay. Can we clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse? We have the Nine of Swords. And I'm wondering if it's possible that in their past experience, like maybe people have been selfish towards them, or like, yeah, they almost, because there's kind of like a possessive energy coming through. So I'm just going to finish out the spread. Can we clarify the Hierophant in reverse? The Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, again, there's this very strong independent energy. It's almost like maybe they're giving the impression that they're very afraid of being controlled, or being confined or constrained, or like put in a box. Like there's this energy where they almost like they really want their ideas and like their uniqueness, and like their self-sovereignty is extremely important to them. And yeah, it just feels like they may have a lot of fears of relationships, and how relationships may like require them to compromise their individuality or their values. I don't know if this person like has some level of trauma where maybe they felt like people have tried to control them, or tried to, like people didn't maybe respect their autonomy, or didn't respect, were more focused on getting them to conform rather than building like a mutual partnership. Because I feel like with the Star here, this person could be very unique, or maybe they just experienced people not respecting that, or even trying to tear it down with the Five of Swords. So again, it's kind of flip-flopping, where it's like now they're in this energy of being very protective and almost afraid of maybe commitment or long-term relationships, or they might even just be afraid of like traditional structures. They may have said or like shown that they feel like they can be very like constraining or constricting. Can we clarify the Star? Yeah, we had the Four of Swords in reverse, and then we had the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like this can talk about, yeah, I feel like there's something from their past coming through where they may have had really difficult experiences from their childhood, difficult experiences with relationships even, that might have had a lot of conflict or a lot of chaos, where they've really had to protect themselves. But I feel like with the Six of Pentacles here, it's possible that they might have a hard time receiving or being open, or like being like having relationships that like there could be like a hyper independence this person, or like not even a hyper independence, but they could be healing as well with the Star and like the Four of Swords. So it feels like their mental space is something that is healing. And the Six of Pentacles can talk about like imbalanced connections or being in need. Maybe they felt like people, they just could be very cautious when it comes to receiving, when it comes to giving. Like it's almost like they are afraid of relationships being transactional, or it's like they have struggled to really have a balanced connection, or they haven't had that. It could also even be that love was more, again, like transactional, where maybe people like showed their love through like material things, but not via respecting their individuality and supporting them as an individual. And not like there's this energy of not really connecting, but mainly having connections where, yeah, there's just this lack of a true, balanced, honoring, compassionate energy. It's more been about, it's like they've received maybe love in ways that haven't been just like a balanced, loving connection, essentially. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like they're giving you that impression. Can we clarify the Five of Swords here? We have the Ace of Pentacles. They may, yeah, it's almost like there's this energy of them maybe pushing you away, or not being open to commitment, or not being open to maybe even seeing commitment almost as something that could be oppressive, or something that, again, wants to put them in a box. And it's almost like they feel like commitment or like relationships aren't really about relationships, if that makes sense. And so there could be an emotional unavailability with them. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So in terms of actions, I feel like they maybe just have kind of shown a lot of fearful energy, or they may just be afraid of really accepting things or being open to partnership. It feels like they're kind of showing that they really struggle with being open and trusting. And again, it feels like it's because maybe it's even possible that they just have certain beliefs, where certain traditional structures that I feel like there's this energy of having been failed by traditional structures, or like maybe they've seen marriage as something that is like meant to be, you know, like this like beautiful thing, you know, you like do your vows and all that. But like they've almost seen it as something that could be oppressive, or it's almost like they don't really believe in certain traditions, or they don't believe that just because there's a symbol of commitment and love, that what's actually behind it is truly real. It's almost like, does that make sense? It's almost like they feel like people can say certain things, people can get married, people can like go to church. It's just like all these traditional things with the Hierophant, but then like they don't really live up to what those symbols and traditions say they do. Or yeah, it's like just because you're married, it's like, yeah. So that's what I'm kind of getting. I feel like they maybe just showed kind of an energy of being very wary of traditional institutions or traditional practices because of their experience. All right, so What is this person's true feelings for pile number 2? I definitely feel like this may be someone where it's like hard to get close with them, or it's hard to, they may have a hard time being vulnerable and open. This is someone who's very unique and independent, and like they really value that. It's like Age of Aquarius energy coming through. Okay, so, and I feel like they felt stifled by putting things into boxes. And there's also kind of an energy, especially with like the Unfolding Path Tarot being the name of the deck. There's this energy of them really caring about their freedom and not having their future boxed in. And I feel like they almost concede traditional practices like marriage, or like they want to pave their own path and be able to follow their truth and their heart. And so they could be afraid of being like the restriction, or they could feel that following, a traditional path or following someone else's kind of format could take away from their freedom. Okay. And their personal power. Okay, so what are their true feelings here for the situation towards pile number 2? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Sun. Okay, so like this is very different energy. And so like they may, they feel very positively towards you. This is Leo energy. I feel like you make this person really happy. And I feel like they have softer feelings for you than they're willing to, maybe like they don't want to admit it. What are their true feelings here? You have the Queen of Swords. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. There's an energy, they may be afraid. They may feel like they aren't as like palatable. Like they might see you as like a lighthearted, very open, carefree, like childlike, playful energy. And then there's this Queen of Swords who can just be kind of like sharp, and there's this energy of not really wanting to people please, or it's like they feel like you maybe naturally easily are approved of by society. And I feel like they may feel that they don't as easily fit in, or they're, like that they might feel like they're more controversial, or like they just may feel like other people don't approve of them. Can we clarify the Knight of Cups? We have the Empress and the Six of Cups. I'm hearing Mulan, I will never pass as a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Look at me, how can I play this part? There's kind of an energy of them thinking that they almost picture you with someone else, or like they may have a hard time seeing how you guys fit together, or why you like them, or it's almost like when they look at you, they feel like you should have someone else, or you deserve something sweet and soft like you, and they just don't feel like they are sweet and soft. They feel like they have like some rough edges. Like they almost feel like they don't want to bring like darkness into your world, or, they feel like, why do you like them? Like you should like someone that's more like you, or that someone that other people would see you with, you know? Yeah, so they could be untraditional or just like, I don't know. Okay, so what else? How else do they feel? What are their true, honest feelings towards pile number 2? We have the 7 of Swords. We clarify the Queen of Swords. We have the Chariot in reverse. We clarify the 6 of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles and then the 3 of Swords. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles here. There's a really strong energy coming through of maybe feeling like they don't fit the traditional role, or maybe feeling like a mother in your life wouldn't approve of them. There's also kind of this sad energy where it's almost like they feel like they're damaged, or they're not. There's what's interesting is that they do have this hard outer shell with the Queen of Swords here, but there is a confidence issue at the root of what's going on here, at the root of, yeah, it's like deep down, there's almost this cynicism, or maybe this energy of wanting to push you away, or like wanting to say it could never work, or there couldn't be, like, this isn't going to be, it's almost like this isn't going to be successful, or this isn't going to work. But I almost feel like there's this energy of like not trying, of failing before they try. And I feel like with the 7 of Swords, there could be an avoidant energy with them. There's almost just this feeling of like a bad boy and a good girl kind of vibe, or like that trope where it's like, it doesn't seem like two people belong together, or like, whereas there's just this very bright and open energy that's very happy and open. And then the 7 of Swords with the Queen of Swords is like, it's almost like they feel that they are too damaged, or like too tricky. It's almost like they feel like, I don't know if it's like they've been through certain things, but they just feel that it's almost giving I've had to be scrappy, or it's almost like this person feels like you deserve someone that is almost like effortless and obviously a good match, essentially. I'm hearing like Loving Is Easy, that song. Yeah. Okay, I just want to see, can we clarify the 7 of Swords? We have the Page of Swords here. They could even have like a trust issue, like where they may not like kind of question if you actually are as innocent and like lighthearted as you actually are. Like, this person may have a tendency to think that people are hiding something. They have a hard time trusting that what you see is what you get. Like, they're always kind of looking for reasons why, like red flags. Like, this is someone who's always like looking for red flags and can be very like critical, and they just don't trust easily. They like to see what isn't there. Can we clarify the Chariot in reverse? It's like they expect hardship. The Knight of Swords in reverse. It's like they feel like they're missing something. They're like afraid to move forward. There's this energy of holding back, maybe even making things harder than they need to be. That's what I'm getting. Like, I feel like they're overly cautious, or like they're very, they doubt things. They have issues where they might doubt things. Can we clarify the Six of Wands? But overall, there's kind of a pessimism, or this feeling of this isn't going to be successful, where it's like they might see that you're very positive and optimistic, but this is someone who can be like cynical. Yeah, with the Page of Cups here. Can we clarify the Six of Wands? Yeah, the Seven of Wands. And there's this kind of self-protective energy where it's like they don't let people in easily. And I feel like this person just can be kind of defensive, you know? They can feel like people don't approve of them, or people are out to get them. People are out to kind of knock them down a peg, is how they feel. Yeah, okay. Whereas you seem to be like easy breezy. All right, what are their true feelings? We have the fifth chakra. We have adjacent possibilities. We have cornucopia. We have the temple path. Then we have envy here. Contract in reverse. And I feel like what's kind of underneath, this is interesting. I feel like there's a part of this person that almost wishes that they could be a part of the good life, or like they may kind of come off like critical, or like they don't want to be involved, or like they don't. It's kind of like the Grinch, almost like the Grinch not wanting to. It's like Cindy Lou Who in the Grinch here. But like deep down, they kind of wish they were different, or they kind of are envious of those maybe that have had it easier, that fit in more easily, that naturally are very abundant. Like, I feel like this person just feels that they've had to fight for things in their life. Yeah, and it's like they might kind of like judge other people for, or like they might kind of be resentful, like not in a really negative way, but they might, there's this duality of kind of judging people that go down something like that, people that are just normal and just get married and create a lot of abundance for themselves. It's almost like they're like, that's not my path, and they kind of convince themselves of that they have this other path, but deep down there's kind of this feeling that there's lack within them, that they're not worthy of it. There's a sense of not actually being worthy, and maybe a part of them that wishes they could be included. With adjacent possibilities, I do feel like there's this energy of wondering why you wouldn't want someone else, or feeling like you do have better options. I also feel, I just feel like they may be very quick, like especially with the Knight of Swords here, quick to like assume, or like quick to say like this isn't going to work out, or quick to say that before there's an energy of not being very open to seeing how things could turn out. It can feel a little bit like they've already made up their minds, which I feel like is unfair. Okay, what else is the truth of this person's feelings? We have to be fair. There's also this energy of them feeling like that, like it's like they're not a match for you, or feeling like it would be unfair to you to be with them almost. We have unfinished symphony. We have truth be told. Yang. New life here as well, to the sea. They may also feel afraid of, I'm wondering with the Seven of Swords here too, if there maybe is like something that they're kind of holding back, or like maybe they feel like there's something they need to tell you. I feel like they feel the need to like disclose something, maybe that they're not like open or not ready, or maybe they're closing out another cycle, because they could have some sort of unfinished business before they're like open to moving forward or open to a new chapter. Yeah, it's almost like they want to lay the truth on the table. Because it's almost like they feel like it's too good to be true. And once you kind of see the truth, you know, maybe you'll see that this isn't like something you want, essentially. It's almost like they want to be able to shake, like they almost want to, I don't know if it's self-sabotage, but it's this feeling of wanting to convince you to not want them. And it's kind of like this emotional unavailability though, or this, like they're trying to protect themselves. I just want to see what is there any like, is there any red flag? What do they want to, what's this truth here about? King of Cups. I feel like this person, it's also possible that they just might think that you're hiding something, but like I don't think you are, but they just, I feel like they don't really believe that you have true feelings for them. I feel like they don't really believe, they feel like there must be some catch, or there must be something wrong with you, or like they just don't believe that you might actually have like real feelings for them. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. In the extended, I want to see what, like, I know this is their feelings, but what do they actually want in their heart for this connection? If they weren't afraid, what would they actually want? I want to see what's in your best interest, or how to best move forward. If you do want this connection to move forward, I want to give you advice on like how are you best able to handle this? And then I want to see, what are they not being vulnerable about? Like I kind of want to get into some of their fears, or I want to like make it more clear, like, because I feel like there's an energy here of pushing you away or sabotaging it because they're not really revealing their true feelings. Like I feel like they're kind of making assumptions as well. And I just want to get you overall guidance. I want to see where this connection is likely headed as well. So I'll have that link down below. But if you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe before you go. I appreciate that. But yeah, thank you so much for letting me read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon. Hello, pal number 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Wild Reflections Tarot, and this point is going to be a reading where we're going to be looking at your person's actions towards you, the outward impression that they're giving versus their true feelings, what's going on behind the scenes with this person that they're not showing. So the first part of this reading will serve as an energy check-in. So if the first part doesn't resonate for a person, oh my gosh, I just saw a hummingbird. That was so cute. I've never seen a hummingbird right outside my window before. Oh, that made me happy. But anyways, this should serve as an energy check-in. So I would just pick a different pile if the first part doesn't resonate. There will be an extended reading. I'm going to get into that a little bit later, and it'll depend on what comes through in this first part. So thanks so much for being here. I'm excited to get into it. All right. So please tune me in, Spirit. Pile number 3's connection. What actions are this person, what actions are they showing towards pile number 3? What outward impression are they giving? And this is going to be a little bit of a mix of how you're perceiving them, but it's like based on what they've said to you, what they've done, what they haven't done, essentially. So, okay. What actions have this person been taking? What impression have they been giving pile number 3? All right, we have the 8 of Wands with the 6 of Swords in reverse on top. Interesting. I'm just noting temperance in reverse here. I'm getting an energy of someone who may be trying to quickly kind of move on from something difficult, or like it's almost like they're trying to get away from their past is what it seems like. Yeah, because it's like there's almost a feeling of being in an in-between energy or in transition. What else? Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's kind of an energy here of it feels like this person hasn't taken, is rushing or isn't taking the time to maybe process things, or I feel like there's a feeling of jumping from one lily pad to another lily pad, but ultimately having the same results, because even if they go somewhere new or they, it's like you can leave certain external circumstances behind, but the internal aspect needs to be tended to, because there's kind of a hungry ghost energy, or like the empty room. I'm seeing that card from the Oracle deck, Kim Krans. What actions are they taking? What impression are they giving? Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, we have the Tower. That's what I'm getting, is like, I feel like they're giving off an unreliable energy where this person maybe lacks consistency. And the Knight of Pentacles is like a slow moving knight that just takes one step at a time, and it's like doing things the right way, and it's like slowly but surely. This feels kind of like in the tortoise versus the hare, this person feels like a hare. Where because they don't build things the right way, or because it's like they don't go about things. It's like doing something right so it has a strong foundation. It feels like this person has a repeating pattern where like it just feels like they have repetitive situations that end up the same. And it kind of ends up going up in flames, and they kind of leave behind destruction. What else? Yeah, a Hangman. This person is needing to be in the, Ace of Wands here. It's like, it just feels like opportunity after opportunity, it not really building. And the Hangman is the energy that this person needs to be in. Okay, what else? For their actions and impression. Yeah, Judgment in reverse. It's like this person not learning their lesson. This person not reflecting and extracting the wisdom from their cycles and experiences. And so then they stay in the same loop. What else? Yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like burning out this. It's like they find a new situation or a new opportunity, new spark. But it just ends up the same way. It's like no matter how many new relationships or new jobs or new places you live, you know what I mean? It's like if you can't just jump to a new lily pad without extracting the lessons because they're not doing anything differently. It's like it's almost like they won't surrender. It's like they want to just keep moving forward. They just want to keep going. So this person feels like they're almost running away from accountability. They're running away from the truth. Knight of Cups in reverse, yeah. Five of Cups here as well. So yeah, this person could it almost feels like they have this routine or something. This could be like a player kind of an energy, or just someone that comes off like maybe they can be like romantic, or they can say the right things, or they can be charming, but ultimately like behind them they have like a lot of chaos, and I feel like they've created a lot of pain. And I feel like they're running away from this Five of Cups energy. I feel like they don't want to look at what's been knocked over, because the Five of Cups is about having like remorse and regret and process. It can be about processing like loss. It's like it's about grief, you know? It's almost like this person's running away from grief. Yeah. It also feels like this could be someone where when you start to get to know them more, or like you try to ask, this feels like someone who's evasive about their past, or if you try to go deeper with them, it feels like that's when things collapse, because it's like they're not a heavyweight energy. There's a lack of like integrity, or I'm seeing these cards from the Oracle deck, the Alchemy Oracle deck by Kim Kranz. I'm seeing like the Iron card, which talks about like what's reliable and supportive, like thinking about how bridges are made with iron. And then there's a card like that's called tin, and these are just like different like materials, but they have different properties. And this person has a tin energy where the second you kind of put pressure on it, it cracks, it like falls apart, you know? So this person may give the impression of being stable or having a certain level of substance to them, but the truth of it is there's a lot of hollow energy. Yeah, regeneration. Can we clarify this energy, Spirit, of the impression they're giving or what their actions have shown? Yeah, we have TikTok in reverse, serendipity in reverse. Yeah, it's like they keep they keep thinking that they're onto something, or they keep thinking it's like they're in a rush. There is this rushing energy with TikTok here, where it's like, but it feels like they keep, with the Hangman, they keep going into dead ends. It's like they think that they're getting somewhere, or they may even lead other people into this kind of an energy where this is someone where you might feel like there's a soulmate energy, or you might feel like there's synchronicities, and it is like a true soulmate. It is in your higher path, but it's almost like I'm getting like a timer with this person. It's only a matter of time before people realize that this isn't leading to anything or it's a dead end. Yeah, they're in this constant, between worlds. It's like, that's what I was getting with the Temperance card. It's like, this is someone where you really can't trust the direction you're going with them. There's kind of an unpredictable energy here, but it's also an energy where someone is this person is not grounded. And it feels like, again, they're always in this in-between space. It feels like a getaway car. It's like they're always, it's almost like they can't settle down their roots. It's like they have to keep going or something. And so they're always in this flux energy. This person, there's a lot of chaos. This person brings a lot of chaos. Just gonna get a sip of water, and then we'll look at this person's feelings. What does this person not show? And so this could be someone that you had like an experience with, and they may have already kind of run away. Because the in-between card really speaks about, like, this is the kind of person where if you have like an idea of the direction, like usually we have an idea of a direction that a connection's going in, like just as humans, we like to feel like we have some level of direction, but it's like this person's energy is such that you can't reliably build with them. Or it's like, it's not leading to the direction. It starts off in a certain direction and then you don't realize to what degree things are shifting, is how it feels. Okay, so it's a kind of a slippery energy. Yeah, like a slippery fish, like a lack of direction almost. Okay. What are this person's true feelings towards pile number 3? Anything that they're not showing? Okay, I mean, this is very similar to what their actions, the same energy is kind of coming through. It's like I feel like this person runs away from conflict or confrontation because they don't want to be held accountable, or it's like when other people are assessing them or like things get real, it's almost like they try to run away from, it's like they try to get away before someone calls them out. Anything that's what's their truth underneath the actions that they're giving? We have 3 of Wands with 3 of Cups. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is like a player kind of an energy. I feel like there's also an energy here of like third-party situations, but always looking at the horizon. Rather than looking back, they look at the horizon. It's giving wandering eye. Yeah, 5 of Wands. I feel like there's like a lot of people involved with this person. Yeah, it's like, look at this. I feel like they have a lot of baggage from their past where they've been manipulative. And I feel like a lot of people, I feel like they've angered a lot of people. I feel like this person doesn't have a good reputation either. But they're kind of running away from that. Yeah, the Moon in reverse. It's like, look at this. They're in a rush to get away. Like, this is someone who's super flighty. It's like as soon as the truth's going to be uncovered here, the Moon, as soon as their like cover or their illusion gets exposed, they're the heck out of there. Temperance is all about, like, there's a lack of balance. It's also like this very quick moving energy. Like, they don't even stay long enough to, they don't process. So like temperance can be about this alchemization process. And it does make me think of like when you're in between stages, almost of in between cycles or in between like whatever situations. Usually as we're moving to the new, whatever the new is, there's a time period where we have to integrate the two so we can be like whole almost, and we can we process things, we make sense of things, we learn our lessons. They don't alchemize anything. It's like they don't does that make sense? Where, for example, I feel like when I am going through like a hard time or I go through something that's difficult, before I can really like fully move forward, there's like a buffering time period where you have to make sense of what just happened in the context of where you're going and who you are. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse, the World in reverse. And it's, you know what I just heard? Oh my God, I haven't thought about this in forever. But remember Professor Calamitous, I think, or in Jimmy Neutron, like the person who never finishes anything? Like, I feel like they don't close cycles out. And I feel like they also don't have like clarity of vision. Like, they don't see the truth. They don't want to see the truth. I feel like they leave a lot of unfinished business or unclosed cycles behind them. And I feel like they also never really get to where they're trying to go. This is not someone who sticks around. So by the way, their actions are very similar to their truth. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse, a lack of direction, a lack of true vision. They don't know where they're going. Four of Cups in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah, it's like they don't surrender. They don't, they're almost always hiding something as well. This is also when we have Judgment and the Hangman in reverse. To me, that can really speak to someone who is acting in a way that's very haphazard and has no concern for how their actions are impacting other people. They only have concern for themselves. And I feel like this is an energy where it's like very irresponsible for them to continue to take on new opportunities or new relationships. It's like they just keep on taking new things, and I feel like they are never fully like honest. Like, this is someone that they don't have an integrated self, and so they're kind of using everything as like a lily pad or a step. It's like they're jumping onto people's lily pads, and then with the no intention of staying there or changing their ways. They have no intention of getting a new perspective or even seeing other people's perspectives. Yeah. Yeah, round and round. It's like no matter how many times they go around, they do the same thing. It's like they do the same thing over and over again. So if this is someone that's like really like hurt you, or just like you've just kind of had like a whirlwind experience with them, just know like this is someone who's done this to a lot of people, and it's really one of those things where you're dodging a bullet. Like, this is not someone, like, the sooner this person actually gets out of your life, the better. I feel like they might also, they might also, like, again, with this kind of player, like being charming and maybe acting like they have a vision for the connection, or acting like, I feel like they do things to get people to be open to them. Like, they say the right things to kind of get close to people, but it's not true at all. Or they don't, yeah, like there's no substance behind their words. We have Yang. We have Mending. We have Treasure Islands. Peace. No place like home. I do really feel like there's a lack of, they're always looking for a temporary home, or like there's a lack of true self is almost what I'm getting as well. Like there's not an integrated self here. There's just a lot of forward movement. And again, it feels like they might be running away from processing wounds or whatever it is, but it's almost like they think that they're going to find their peace. They're looking for a new opportunity. They're always looking for treasure almost. Yeah, because it's kind of giving that, like someone who's like on a treasure hunt. Looking everywhere besides themselves. It's like they're trying to heal their past by finding some sort of treasure, is how it feels. They may be away from home as well. But it's like the peace card. This person never feels peace because it's like they're always chasing something. And then it's never giving them what they want. You know, it's the very typical, like, kind of relentless ego, the hungry ghost, like nothing's enough. They can never find the peace that they're seeking. Interesting. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for this person. For the extended reading, I want to see what this person specifically was dishonest with you about. I want to see what this person's karma is going to be. Feels like they're running away from karma as well. And then I just want to get you guidance on anything you need for closure, or just anything you need to hear from spirit as to why you had to experience this and how to best move forward. So I'll have that link down below. My personal readings are open. I'll leave that in the comments for anyone who is interested. If you're able to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe before you head out, I do appreciate it. Thanks so much to everyone who does that. It's been an honor to read for you, and I hope to connect with you again soon.